Hi Zion Dew family, this is Miss G again, and I love being here. So previously we had covered about prayer, and we covered about the reasons why your prayers are not being answered, and we did mention that one, it's either you go to God with the wrong motives, or two, you want a covering for certain things that you do not want to be exposed. But today we are covering on the last reason why your prayers are not being answered, and that should be, so you go to God in prayer but you do not even wait to hear what God has to say. That is one. Or you go to God in prayer and you hear what God has to say, but you do not do what He has told you to do. Maybe I can share examples whereby in my personal life, I would go to God concerning a certain matter. I'm very passionate about people. And you know, the way we have grown up, all of us have grown up differently. And so sometimes you do have issues that are pressing you. So if I go to God, or let me say you have a desire to do a certain thing, and you feel like, I'm so passionate about business, or I'm so passionate about orphans, I'm so passionate about giving. So you go to God and you're like, God, I really want to do this thing, but I don't know where to start. And when you pray, because if you are a child of God, you know the voice of God. So you will hear Him tell you what to do. And when He tells you what to do, sometimes it looks like it's too big. No, God, that cannot be me. And then you'll start telling yourself, well, I think that was not God, that was my thoughts. Or maybe I was just overthinking. And you are doing it in prayer, and maybe God spoke to you and He told you, yes, Nora, I want you to do this, or start this business, or approach that person, or I want you to stay. So for example, other times it will be harsh. It will be like, no, Nora, I want you to quit that job. You'll be like, no, that must be the devil. It cannot be God, because God only wants good stuff for me. But God knows why He tells you to do certain things. So the beauty of this last part is because when you go to God and He tells you what to do, I don't have to have the money, I don't have to understand, I don't have to know how to go about it. So what will I do? I will start from where He has told me to do. And in my own journey, I have learned that God will tell you the first step. Now, Nora, I want you to call this person, or I want you to talk to this person, or I want you to stay, don't do anything. I've had experiences of all this, but I can share one. I'm part of a group called Prayer Circuit, and I remember when we were starting it in Nairobi, because it started in the coast. When I was starting it in Nairobi, I remember I was like, what? I don't know who I'm going to reach out to. I don't know if they will love the idea, but I knew, because I was not even praying. I had prayed, I was in a mood of fasting, but I was just washing my clothes, and the idea came to my mind, and I knew that this was God. And I knew, because God doesn't leave it halfway. He will tell you how to go about it. Call this person, tell them, and wait. So sometimes you're like, what if I tell them and they don't like the idea? Or what if I tell them and they put me down? But because of my personal journey, I've learned how to obey God. And I remember the first ever meeting that was happening in Nairobi, when I called these people, because I would call them and share with them as if Prayer Circuit has been operating for 50 years. You would think that we have been doing this thing my whole life, but I was just sharing it kulingana na venye naiona kwa my head, the vision that I see at the end. And surprisingly, for the first meeting, we had 27 youths, and I was surprised, because I was like, what if I did not do it? What if I didn't? What if I doubted the powers that God has given me? You see? So it's not only praying, but it's also doing what God tells you to do. And most of the time, God will tell you to do things that you're very uncomfortable with, because it has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with Him. The Word of God says, let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich. So it doesn't matter, because when God looks at me, He's like, Nora, you're the best version I'm going to use for this particular case. So when you go to God, do not go with the heart of, I'll just tell Him what I want and leave, but go with the heart that tells, that tells you that I will go and I will wait to hear what God tells me. Sometimes I even pray and tell God, God, please help me. Once you tell me what to do, give me the grace to obey what you have told me to do. And when God tells you what to do, please don't go asking for advice. Out here, people have worldly wisdom, and they will tell you why it cannot happen, or why you are overthinking, or why this is not the right path to go. So when God tells you to do, hajakwambia uende uka consult with I don't know how many people for you to do it. When he tells you, just go and do it. And when you do it, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. Even your Jesus, my Jesus, he would go to pray and come back and ask God, is this really your will? But he would finish at the end, not my will, but your will. So simply because you're a child of God, simply because you have a relationship with God, simply because you're born again, it doesn't mean that you won't suffer tribulation, you won't suffer shame, you won't suffer all that, because Jesus Christ told us, if I did endure, you will also endure. So don't look at yourself in a way that, what if I start? Because this is a God thing, that means I won't face trouble. No, you will face trouble, but in your mind, remember, because God told me, he will cover me. He will take care of my weaknesses. He will take care of that which I fall short of. So that is the beauty of prayer. So no matter what you do, remember that prayer is not only your communication to God, but it is your communication to God and God's communication to you. And if you ever find yourself, your prayers are not being answered, maybe God is telling you, like the way he told Moses, Nora, you have been in this mountain for far too long. It's time for you to move. Maybe you're there, God, I need a sign so that I can move. And God already told you to move, but you're asking for 10 signs. Sometimes God will do for you like he did for Gideon. Sometimes he will just tell you, grow up, my guy, you need to move because you cannot stay there. So no matter what you do, that is the beauty of prayer. Sometimes you'll stay there, God, I don't know what to do. God will tell you, no, I need you to move. Other times, he will look at the position of your heart and he will know, if I do not help Nora with the signs, she won't move. So kulingana the kind of a person that you are, God is going to deal with you that way. But the beauty of prayer anytime, any day is that I tell God what I want and he tells me what to do, and I do it in obedience. So as you live your life, I pray that you will be a person that not only communicates to God, but also obeys what God tells them to do. And sometimes what he tells you to do, it will be uncomfortable, it will be difficult, it might sound controversial, because what he did with someone else might not be what he would do with me. So sometimes don't even go to ask people. Sometimes it's wise to ask for wise counsel when need be, but always take it back to prayer with God. So that has been my time, and it has been fun. Have a lovely time. See ya.